The daytime hours, slight risk of a shower towards evening, sunshine daytime otherwise, highs 62. Afternoon hours in the IE area, sunshine, highs in the upper 60s. Afternoon hours in the Coachella Valley, sunshine dominates, highs are in the mid 70s. I'm forecaster Jimmy O'Neill for Smart Talk 1490 KMET.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio KMET 1490 AM. I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez. Good to have you. We have a lot of things going on. I know Jess is working on some stuff over there. I will say this. I appreciate each and every one of you for every one of you on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. I do know that our good friend Maria over in around the world, actually, she's doing a radio tour all this week and last, and so we're going to have her on tomorrow. But she said her song, which actually premiered here, and her latest, which will also premiere again sometime soon, actually hit it really big on TikTok. So she's like getting a lot of people saying, hey, can you be on our, so I'm like, hey. So anyway, thank you for the support. I know sometimes not a lot of people tune in on our live show, but sometimes on the rebroadcast or on Twitter, you retweet, and then our views go up, and things are seen eventually on maybe YouTube and or maybe sometimes Facebook. They don't have a good search algorithm, so you have to post, and then if it's not seen, it's just not seen. But anyway, so thank you. Evidently, it's been a really good thing for her. She's getting lots of views and lots of people listening, and it's kind of a changed environment where you go, okay, where do people listen? Do they listen on the radio? Do they listen on maybe do they have a service? Do you have Alexa? I know a lot of people have Alexa maybe in their vehicle as well. We're on Alexa. All you have to do is say, hey, I want to listen to KMET 1490 AM. It'll play either the TuneIn app. I think there's another one as well. And or you can find us online. There's so many different ways to find us other than the radio broadcast. I did talk to someone over the last Friday at an event. It's a good event which is thrown every single month by my good friend Alejandro Menchaca, which actually is a attorney and lawyer. He has a practice. Anyway, he invites a lot of people out. He's been doing it for years, and I got a chance to kind of speak with someone there at the event. It was more of a networking event, and he's like, "What do you do?" And I mentioned what we do, and he's like, "Well, what do they do there?" And then I talked to someone else, and he said, well, I don't really, I don't know what ABC is. And I go, how do you not know ABC? I felt like, kind of like, but I get it, And so anyway, so then he kind of remembered, he goes, wait, oh yeah, I kind of do. So I'm like, yeah, Once Upon a Time, all those things that, so that's why we play ABC. We love ABC. We love, being an affiliate of them. We are affiliate, just like Channel 7, like all the other local broadcasts. I know in the, I want to say desert area, there is also an ABC local channel as well, but they're all ABC affiliated. So anyway, long story short, I think it's just kind of funny to get different perspective on different people. And then some go, oh, I listen to podcasts. I'm like, I remember when podcast was kind of like a difficult thing to get people to like check out. We have one. It's kind of hard to find, not going to lie. It's on KMET1490am.com. We upload all of our shows on SoundCloud. I'm really trying to get it on another platform. I don't know. We'll figure it out at some point. But anyway, we had a huge problem at the station. So we want to thank you all for supporting. And again, when we say support, just listen to our advertisers support. I know sometimes people go, well, why do you have advertising? I go, why do you not? Then you have to pay for it. But the reality is, you get it for free because of our support. But we had a huge problem at the station due to the storm. Jess, what happened over there?
Oh my God. Oh yes. Last Wednesday was absolutely insane. Cause it started out in the morning pretty good, little rain. And then I don't know, all of a sudden it started snowing like it was the end of days. And I'm just like, oh my God. And then the power went out here for like an hour and a half. And I'm just like, oh, great. And starting to get cold now. So I'm like, I texted my other coworker. I'm like, I only have the dog here. I think I might have to eat him if
Right.
no can come here. So yeah, the power eventually came on, but when it did, it made a huge surge and it fried a couple computers. And so I'm
Yeah.
running around still trying to make sure everything is running, but still trying to figure out how to fix everything. So it was a fun 2 days.
Yeah, so we kind of took a couple of days off. I said, I'll be honest, I took maybe a day or two off And then I came back. I said, "Okay, you ready?" And he's like, "I am so stressed out." And I go, "You know what? I get it. Don't worry about it. Let's just, do a rerun." So we had a rerun all last week. We had a lot, but hopefully we're back up. So there you go. So we're excited for some things. Anyway, there's a lot of things going on. And Jess, I know you're working on something. What's going on over in the world of maybe the area of you?
The area of me, nothing spectacular. I have a few funny stories. I don't want to talk about this one.
Okay.
So I was actually gonna make fun of this last week because this is when I saw the story. So it was a new device that's coming out of China, okay,
Okay.
and it's intended for couples, and it's supposed to be like a little attachment to the phone, and it's supposed to I guess simulate a kiss.
Oh, the lip thing.
Yes, the lip thing. It was extremely odd and very disturbing for me.
Well,
I just pray you never get a wrong number when you do that.
wait. I didn't know it was hooked up to your phone. Okay. Hold on. So it's a lip. I'm looking it up so that people can understand it on our social media and see it because I saw it and I took a little picture of it because I'm like, we need to talk about this, and I forgot. That was like sometime, I don't know. It was a while ago. And so, what's it called? And it's from China. It helps you kiss people or something.
The article goes, the device which attaches to your phone is equipped with a silicone mold of a person's lips that has sensors and actuators to mimic an actual kiss from your loved one. The kissing device can also transmit the sound made by the user's partner on the other end. Okay, so I I don't know what to say about this. It sounds like a cool idea, especially for those who are in like long distance relationships.
I'm not
But
gonna lie. I feel like if I put this, somebody's gonna like flag us as maybe something else because it looks like another thing that people have promoted. But I'm not gonna say it. But it's very. I don't know how to put it. Well, okay. So are people having fun with it? Is it like really like real-ish? And are people? Oh, I know why they're doing it, especially in China because of coronavirus and all the viruses that are coming out there, right? Because they're like, oh my god, I'm so. Right? Is that what's happening?
I'm assuming so, but like I see just articles, people trying it out, and it just looks so weird. I'm sorry, I will not be making out with my phone, no matter how much I love my partner.
Yeah, I don't know which one to show. I'm not gonna lie. Wait. You're not gonna make out with your partner that way? Like, what if your partner's like, dude, I bought it. I want you to like, like some lip action with me. You know what I mean? Like, it's a thing, man.
Okay, just imagine you're making out with your phone, someone walks in on you. How do you explain that?
Well, you do it in private, obviously. Do you try to get out of it? You're like, she's probably like, all right, fine, forget it. We're not getting married. I don't want you anymore. Here it is. Here's the device. Can you blame him? Is the question. Looking at that, you go, okay. The girl's not really into it. The guy's kind of like, not really feeling it, but. So what does it do to the lips? Like, I don't, I get how it's connected to the phone. I got that. He's like in another area connected to his phone. I got that. They're not like right next to each other. And so it feels, and I feel like you're just kissing the device and the device is just kissing you, but you're not really kissing the other person. Does it really mimic you or like you're like, how does it sense to kiss the other person?
Right? That's a good question, because if not, it's just a middleman kiss. Like you kiss the phone and the phone kisses your partner.
Yeah.
And
Now
this doesn't have AI.
yeah, okay. Better kisser than you. Look, man, I get it. I see how they kind of sell it as kind of like ooh la la, especially in this picture. I guess I don't know if it's a promotion for the company. But I will say this. Look, if your partner gets it, just play along. Just be like, oh, hon, I totally get it. And just do it in private. Obviously, I get but if you see that, you go, oh, okay, it's called the remote kiss, right? So if they get it for you, just say, oh, okay, I can't wait, man. Let's do it in private, and there you go. Anyway, so there you go.
I remember they did this in an episode of The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, they did. It's funny that you're saying that. I'm looking at the picture here. It's like yeah. It was a kid. Did he create one or something like that, or what was the? I didn't know that episode.
In the show, yes, he made it, and then like there were two. His best friend was trying it out. He's all like, uh, he, the, yeah, it was just unusual because he got two friends making out. He's all like, oh, too much tongue and all this other stuff. and it was just like, oh my god. Um, but yeah, it's an unusual device. It
Well, look,
hasn't.
if she looks that way, I'm pretty sure everybody will be fine with it. But that's all she knows because she's on the opposite side. Imagine them doing like a dating, like virtual dating like thing. And I know I've thought about it because I know a lot of people are single right now. They're getting upset. They had Valentine's Day. A lot of people forgot, or they went out with their partner. They're like, wait a minute, are you cheating on me? Yeah, they were cheating on you the whole time. But anyway, long story short, yeah, it's a thing. So there you go. All right, the remote kiss available now, evidently, and brought to you by our friends over in China. Are we still friends with them? What's going on over there, Jess? I have not been following it. I have to look at the headlines here.
You know what? I had no idea who we're friends with nowadays. I mean, it's always been a little iffy with China, right? We're always
Right.
on with them, but I don't think we're enemies yet. I don't think they're parachuting here. That would be the stupidest thing ever.
We're thinking about it though, right?
I, who knows? I mean, I guess we're all thinking about it, right?
Yeah, well, I know there's a lot of like things happening. I'm kind of like looking at other stuff, so I'm kind of like, okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. But look, all I know is this. There's a lot of problems. It's going to happen probably next. I don't know. We'll see. It just depends what happens now. I know there's a lot of like. I know, I really don't know. I shouldn't even speak on it because I really don't know the situation. I just know it's kind of like a lull. I know right now everybody's thinking Oscars, everybody's thinking fun, everybody's thinking. Did you know the Oscars are happening this Sunday? By the way, Jess.
I did not know that, and it's been a year since Chris Rock got slapped, right?
Yeah, and I think he has a special out. It's now playing, right? And or in a quote, I think they alluded to something like, and he kind of made fun of it. But anyway, long story short, there you go. It's a thing. So we're gonna take a little break. We'll be back with more. We got more. I just trust me on this. Stay tuned right there. We'll be back with more. Boy, oh boy, kissing devices. Yeah, there you go.
Your pharmacy and mobility solutions is now Beaumont Pharmacy with a new location at the Sundance Corporate Center. That's at the corner of Highland Springs and 8th in Suite 110. Of course, they still have Pack Your Meds. No more counting out the pills, dropping them on the floor. Oh, what a mess. And they have a full selection of pharmaceutical CBD. Wheelchairs, over-the-counter meds, you name it, they've got it. So if you're looking for the best and you want the best pharmacy, you go to Beaumont Pharmacy at their new location, 835 North Highland Springs, Beaumont Avenue in Beaumont, California, Suite 110. Give them a call, 951-845-8252.
Ontario International Airport is on to a better way to fly with over 65 daily nonstop flights to more than 20 major destinations and the easiest airport experience in Southern California. Visit flyonto.com/Ontario to learn more about Ontario International Airport today.
Are you paying rent because you think you cannot afford to live in your dream home? Are you renting because you don't believe that you have the down payment funds to purchase your own home? The Siegel lending team at ronismylender.com has up to $25,000 to help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. Contact the Siegel lending team today at ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com, license under NMLS 217037. ronismylender.com.
Tired of waiting in line for overpriced coffees and packaged rolls? Make a change and stop for coffee or espresso and a fresh homemade apple fritter or ham and cheese croissant at Donut Delight on Highland Springs Road in Banning, just off the I-10 freeway. Donut Delight is a family-owned business with a friendly staff who has served the past area for 22 years. Donut Delight on the corner of Highland Springs Road and Ramsey Street, just off the I-10 freeway. Donut Delight opens daily at 4:30 a.m.
The Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Banning is distinctively suited for your travel time out of the car. Off the road, you'll find a courteous, welcoming staff in spacious rooms with desks, flat-screen HD TVs, and comfortable furnishings. Enjoy the complimentary breakfast buffet, high-speed internet, and fitness center and pool. The Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Banning, conveniently located off the I-10 near golf, gaming, and entertainment. For reservations and information, call 951-572-5500. That's 951-572-5500, or go online at hiebanning.com.
Here's to your health with Joshua Lane. Ideas you can use to be healthy and stay healthy. The current thinking about beauty, fitness, and longevity. Every Tuesday and Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. Wellness talk you can use. Here's to your health with Joshua Lane on KMET, naturally.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. I'm not going to lie, I was kind of like looking at some of the headlines that we usually use to be able to, get to what we need when it comes to the world. And I was like, oh, okay, I feel good about this. I'm not really saying anything about, Asia and China and all that. And then I went and did a little search, Jess. I'm not going to lie, I saw this and I said, okay, oh, there it is. Oh, no. So here's a headline. China, U.S. heading for conflict and confrontation, according to the foreign minister, Jess. So, what do you think about that?
Yay! What was I watching? I was watching Red Dawn. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I know that'll never happen, but it'll be interesting to see if that actually ever does happen.
Well, I'm not going to lie, I haven't seen it all the way through. I just know the movie because I was looking up some Tom Sizemore movies. I'm like, what else has he been in that I really love? Right? I know so much has happened since we've got a bit replay mode.
Yeah. I forgot about Tom Sizemore. Yeah, he did pass away. That was rough.
I'm not going to lie, I kind of got upset. Maybe I have wrong information, but they were like, he had an aneurysm, right? And then they were like, okay, they're like, are we going to pull the plug? I'm like, dude, the guy had an aneurysm. He could rebound after that. Why would you pull the plug on that? Like if he's in a coma or something or on a respirator, why would you pull the plug? You know what I mean? It's difficult if they come out as a vegetable. That happened to my grandma. Okay, I remember they saying, look, do you guys want us to do this? She already had a stroke. She was already unable to speak, and then like a bludgeon to the head. She was really out, and so she was on life support, and then they asked, but I would be like, I don't know why, I don't know if it was more severe than what they reported, but I'm like, an aneurysm, you can actually, I known people that actually had an aneurysm, they weren't able to fly. I have a friend, her mother recently died, but when she was here, she traveled from New York to here, and she had an aneurysm. She went to the hospital, she's complaining of, a problem in her brain. And then she survived. She didn't go on a respirator, thank God. There was no, she wasn't out of it. But they just said you are not allowed to travel because of the pressure up in the air. It may cause a problem, especially with the medication you're taking. Because it kind of thin out your blood, right? Because there's ways to, counteract it so that... Because sometimes it's a combination of things. And an aneurysm is basically a vessel in the brain, going bye-bye, right? But just like a vessel can kind of repair itself, I know it bleeds. You don't want to bleed so much that it's because I've had that happen with a friend who got in a bad car accident and he was unable to speak. There was so much pressure on his brain that created a problem for him, and it took him a while to kind of swell down, and he kind of swelled up. So it was, it's just one of those things where I'm like, but why did they do it so quick when I thought, they could have kept him on for a while and then he could have repaired. You look at Renner and you look at other people that look so bad, but you don't pull the plug right. Jess, I think people need to look at the people that they trust now. I don't know who pulled the plug, but I think it was too soon. You know what I mean?
I don't know the situation that he was in. I don't remember reading any articles other than just a brain aneurysm. I don't know what condition he was in. So I don't know. Maybe they figured that he would be better just to let him go rather than just to keep him as a vegetable.
Well, again, it didn't say he was a vegetable. I'm saying worst case scenario, if they say you're going to be a vegetable, I'd be like, all right, I get that. But even then, he can rebound. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I don't want to be stuck forever in a chair and forever I don't, right? But if they give you an option, that means it's an option to keep you on. I would keep it as much as possible. I remember when there was a guy and a girl situation, and the guy, I think he cheated on his woman or something. Anyway, she ended up in an accident. And then they were going to sue him eventually because they're you're just pulling the plug. But it was months and then they finally said, okay, we've done all that we can. These are a couple options. Do you want to keep her on or do you not? She had good insurance, so that was taken care of. So I'm pretty sure she had good insurance. Anyway, the point is, it comes to a point where a family member can make a decision. But I think the parents are trying to make a decision, and instead of the husband, they're you just want to kill her because you want to be with a new woman. And so people are you know what I mean? You got to be careful of people. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes. I believe I saw a movie like that.
Yeah, it happened. So I don't know. I'm not saying that happened in the situation with him, but it was just too soon. You know, he was in the hospital. Then he, like they said, it was an aneurysm. Again, I've had people that heal from aneurysms. I'm pretty sure. Look, if anything, if it comes down to somebody suing at some point, I say they have a case. That's all I'm going to say. But back to this, China. Let's see. It says Chinese Minister of Foreign Affairs said that his country and the U.S. Oh, this is today, are heading for conflict and confrontation due to American policy. What? Says in his first press conference as foreign ministry, he accused the U.S. of pushing for the destruction of Taiwan by instigating tensions between the island and the mainland. Oh, it's Taiwan. I've been saying this. You gotta be aware of what's happening in Taiwan. For a while, they have been wanting and kind of strong-arming Taiwan. And Taiwan are very peaceful people. I mean, they have the ability to defend, but not a lot. If you look at certain broadcasts from there, you go like, wow, they're really nice. And I go, yeah, the big bullies in the room, they want to take over. So they're saying, look, we want our independence. We don't want you to take us over. We've had this for a while. U.S. has already had a stance, and they said, look, we're going to defend if you invade. They've already kind of, Korea threw out some missiles, so they're like, hey, we could throw them that way, and then they went into the ocean, and then Japan had an alert, right? So everybody's like, what do we do? So it's a thing, Jess. So I don't know what's going to happen. He says this: why does the U.S. keep on professing the maintenance of regional peace and stability while covertly performing a plan for the destruction of Taiwan? What? So he's saying they're trying to he's like, dude, we're not destroying Taiwan. You guys are wait, who's got the information wrong? Because from what I understand, hold on. All I know is that they've interviewed Taiwan, and Taiwan's like, we don't want China to invade us. They're literally across the ocean. They're like, dude, we don't want that. We've been independent all this time. We're pretty good. So he said this. I don't know if it's true or not as to what he said, but this is what he said. He said, the United States has not hit the brake, but continues to speed down the wrong path. No amount of guardrails can prevent derailing, and there will surely be conflict and confrontation, and who will bear the catastrophic consequences? Such competition is a reckless gamble, with the stakes being the fundamental interest of the two peoples and even the future of humanity. Did you understand a word he said, Jess?
No, honestly, it was a lot like Charlie Brown. When well, it's a lot of talking.
Yeah. Now, for those of you that don't know, Taiwan is an island nation off the coast of the mainland China. Taiwan has declared itself independent from the People's Republic of China and has claimed continuation of governance from the pre-revolutionary China. This is a while back, okay? The People's Republic of China has long claimed sovereignty over Taiwan, saying, no, we own them. They're like, no, we're independent of you. We don't want to be a part of you. Even though they're an island, literally across the way. So they're, so close, right? So, but the problem is China's like, no, you're still ours. And they're like, no, not happening. We're independent. So it's a lot of back and forth. And so that's the question of what's going to happen. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's an interesting thing that's going on.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing what's happening right now. It's not the only one that's going crazy. There's a lot of countries that's going crazy right now. Not just that one.
Yeah, well, I'm seeing some stuff here. It's interesting. So, yeah, I don't know. I get all these countries mixed up, but I just know it's been a problem for a while. It's kind of like they're spinning it a whole opposite way. Although I'm looking at something at the very. I will say this. Maybe he's alluding to this. It says CIA Director William Burns stated last month that Chinese President Xi Jinping has ordered his military to be ready to invade Taiwan by 2027. Okay, so yeah, so I guess he kind of left that out because he's making no, U.S. is trying. So he's kind of like, we're the brother in the room, but the reality is, who's he talking? Oh, he's spinning aw, man, he's doing a Putin. Putin did that, Jess. Putin did exactly that. He was like, dude, this guy Putin now. Aw, Putin said in essence, we're Ukraine, they want to be a part of us, and so we're gonna, and we're fighting back because they're hitting us, even though he was the first strike guy. So they're doing a Putin, yes? Man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all guessed what was gonna happen, right?
Yeah. Well, I was hoping it wouldn't happen. I'm not gonna lie, but whatever, it did. So there you go. So Ukraine is pretty much, I say, go west. Okay, Poland's next. Actually, I guarantee they're gonna invade. Anyway, we gotta take a break. We'll be back with more right after this. Stay tuned.
Take KMET 1490 AM with you everywhere you go by downloading our free smartphone apps found on the KMET website, KMET1490am.com. You can also go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store on your phone to download the free app. Now you can listen live or play any of your favorite programmers' podcasts using your smartphone. Go to KMET1490am.com and download your free phone app today.
Standard time is here. That means shorter days and cooler nights that make you want to stay inside. Don't get caught in the cold. Franklin Mechanical Systems can do a preventative maintenance check on your heating unit to get it working right. For cleaning, repair, or a new installation, call them for a free estimate. Franklin Mechanical Systems, for all your residential and commercial heating and air conditioning needs. Call their Beaumont office at 951-845-1000. That's 951-845-1000, and stay warm today.
Hi, everyone. This is Bernadette, the host of One Life Radio, your number one source for alternative and holistic health since 2011. One Life Radio is designed to educate and inspire. Visit us at oneliferadio.com because you get one body, you get one mind, and you get one life. Get out there today and make the most of it. Tune in weekdays at 1 p.m. on 1490 KMET Smart Talk, ABC News Radio.
We're in the studio with Fred Penny, managing attorney with Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers. Fred, tell us what makes you the number one choice for handling personal injury cases.
Most of our firm is made up of former insurance company trial lawyers with extensive experience handling all types of personal injury matters. We believe that gives us a distinct advantage.
That's Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers with locations throughout California. For a free consultation, go to pennyandassociates.com or call 1-800-616-4-LAW. That's 1-800-616-4-LAW.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state? Did you miss sending out a prior year tax return? The IRS is out to collect now more than ever, and they'll use any means necessary. They legally can and will garnish your wages, take your money, and even seize your property. If you're behind on your taxes, call the Tax Relief Hotline right now at 951-224-9000. That's 951-224-9000. 951-224-9000. You can legally get your tax debt under control, and in many cases get the breathing room you need. Garnished wages, property seizures, bank levies can stop immediately, but you have to call. Many of our specialists are IRS enrolled agents. They know the system and how to make it work for you. Don't wait for the IRS to come down on you. Act now so you can get your tax debt under control. Call the Riverside office today for free info at 951-224-9000. That's 951-224-9000. 951-224-9000.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. I know there are a lot of questions. There are a lot of things happening, and you always got to go, okay, what next? We're going into that kind of like time where they're going to start talking politics, even though you like it or not. I know everybody says, I don't talk politics. I think the whole Trump thing and people were just like, so like, I'm going to break a friendship over, you know, like a opinion, and we were in that, and I think people got kind of stuck in a way, saying, you know, I'm just not going to talk it because it creates a divide. I'm not going to lie, it does, especially when Trump and a bunch of things, and there was a lot of like, you know, is it, and all that, and so people were like, you know, one way or the other, instead of just being kind of peaceful about like, okay, I choose this, you choose that, you know. I remember like there were other presidents that have been kind of like, there's always been sometimes like a divide, but there was never that type of divide. So I remember when they were talking about, anyway, long story short, you know Trump's running, right, Jess?
Hopefully on a treadmill, but running for what?
So, no, for president, duh. It's all over, yeah. So here's the reason I say this, Jess, okay? You don't need to, like, have an opinion on this. But Michelle Obama said something recently, and I thought, okay, this is kind of interesting. And I'll say this. You know what? I'm glad they're interviewing her because I really think her and Kamala need to run. I think they would be the trifecta that would make sense. What do you think, Jess?
No comment.
Okay, no comment. Who do you think should run? I think Jess should run for president. What do you think, Jess? I think you should run. I would tell people, vote for him. He's awesome.
No.
Do a speech real quick. I am Jess, the next president.
I would go full totalitarian on everybody.
Oh,
No.
never mind. You just said that. They're going to quote you. Never mind. Okay.
Nope.
I do not say
I will
vote for
not.
him. I say no. He's going to do a Putin and a Xi Jinping thing. No, no, no. Never mind. Thank God for Congress. Seriously. Anyway, here's a story. Okay, here it is. Michelle Obama said she sobbed uncontrollably for 30 minutes straight after leaving the White House on Trump's inauguration day. If you remember that, it was very awkward because I remember the whole situation. I mean, they had to go on. It was a whole like, who's going to be next, and then they had to move on, and they did so very gracefully. Trump was like, whatever, I don't care. I'm going to be the next guy. And then, Melania is very nice in that picture. I get that, but I still have questions about Melania because I've seen some pictures about her and him, and I just think she's like, why did I do this? But there you go. It says here, former First Lady Michelle Obama said she cried uncontrollably when she boarded Air Force One for the last time. This was January 20th, 2017. Doesn't it feel like a century ago, Jess?
Honestly, it does. It feels like a long time ago.
I know. What's going on? Anyway, it says, in a clip in Michelle Obama, The Light podcast, Obama described her experience on former President Donald Trump's inauguration day. I'm so glad she's speaking about it because I was like, that was such an awkward time. Like they had to be like, for the like everybody looking like very like, oh, we're very, even though they were talking bad about each other to each other's face, I'm like, wow, they're like, but I always go, how weird is that? They have to be in the same room and be like, oh, we're nice to you, even though we really don't like you. And then we saw what happened after that. I don't think anybody remembered after that, did they? I don't know, but whatever. So it says, so this is what she said. She said, when those doors shut, I cried for 30 minutes, straight uncontrollable sobbing because that's how much we were holding it together for 8 years. Again, love him or hate him, he did a lot of things, and he made a lot of things happen. The Jobs Act, there's a lot of things like when it comes to crowdfunding, when it comes to biz, and it comes to all of that they actually kind of made happen. I know a lot of people didn't really cover it, but if you think like crowdfunding or equity funding, they made it possible for you to be able to do it online. I remember a time when you couldn't mention anything about any type of investment online because it was technically an SEC violation. But then they made it a thing so that you could do that. And there's other programs that are available for that. There's a person I know about rehabilitation for like real estate and stuff, which I know is going to need to happen. I should go ahead and call them up and say, hey, we're ready for you. Anyway, long story short, they made it possible through the administration of Obama. A lot of things through Trump, he made possible as well. And then there were a lot of things they kind of left kind of out in the open. Everybody was like, why are you having a thing with Russia? Why are you having a thing with China? And I say, hey, it's good to have a thing with them to be on the, but like if it had happened and Russia had invaded when they did, like Ukraine, what would Trump have done? Would he have been like, well, I don't care. It is what it is. And would he have defended Ukraine at all or sent any, you know what I mean? Because everybody knew they were kind of friends, right? Aren't they partying with each other? Wasn't that a thing, Jess?
You know what? I don't remember that, but you know what? It would have been interesting to see what would have happened if he was in charge.
Yeah, I think we need to do a what if episode of that and just have him say what he would do and then be like, so just out of curiosity, let's say you had won since you're going back to, I'm like, if you lost, just, is Hillary running again? Because, sometimes they run again, you know what I mean? But sometimes they let people kind of forget, then they run again, like, oh. But anyway, I think Kamala I didn't see coming, I'm not going to lie. And I'm glad she did. I think she's smart. I think she's got it together. I think they're kind of spinning her as not having it together, but that's usually on like certain channels and other channels, whatever. But if she actually spoke of what she does and what she's doing, I think if anything, she's kind of taking the head from Biden because I got some news about Biden that I was like, what's going on there, right? I don't know if you saw that. Did you?
I did not.
Yeah, so something's happening over there. So I'm like, well, he's kind of getting to the age. If you look at him in certain broadcasts, you're like, okay. And I know Trump's going to go at him. He really shouldn't because he should be like really nice about it because he's going to be senior at some point. But the point is like, Biden's doing kind of senior moments, I think. And it's just a thing. No fault of it. It's a thing. But, he needs to kind of like hand it over to Kamala, I think, right now. And just let her take it. And I think she'll take it the next step. I think, New Zealand actually has a woman president, and they did a lot of good stuff during coronavirus. They didn't even have coronavirus. They jumped on it so quick. So I think if Kamala and Michelle actually band together, I think they would win. I don't see anyone saying no to them right now. I think people are like, we're ready for change. Why not? What do you think, Jess?
I'm always up for change. Change can be good, change can be bad, but you never know until it happens.
Yeah. So there you go. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Obama, run with Kamala. You'll have a win. I guarantee. Because you'll be smart. And the guys will be like, we don't know what to say. And then they'll poke at you. But then you'll be like, poke back. And then women will be like, yeah, strong family. Because a lot of women are going back to exes. And it's kind of dumb. So that's all I'm going to say. And they have a marriage. I go, you know what? At least they have a rock solid marriage. They have rock solid kids. They have a rock solid, you know what I mean? And I would kind of pay to see her husband as first man. You know what I mean? But he wouldn't kiss the opposite, I don't think, right?
Wait, who's going to be the first man? Biden?
No. Who's Obama? Who's Michelle married to? Jess?
Okay, I forgot who we were talking about.
Michelle Obama. Obama.
It would be interesting. It would be a first, obviously. But,
what would be a first? A woman president or a woman? Because we were a woman vice president, so it's not really a first.
Woman president.
We already have a vice president. She could be president any day. If Biden hit the can, Kamala would be next. So technically, we're already there, Jess, when you think about it.
Well, technically, I'm a billionaire, but who knows?
You're a billionaire?
No, I'm just playing.
Did you play the lotto? What are you going to play, man? All right. No, I get what you're saying. But my point is this. Look, love him or hate him, it's a thing. And I just say, we're already there. I'm going to say this, and you said it a moment ago. Maybe he should run on a treadmill. But I don't think the whole Trump thing with the whole, everybody got, stampeded and, now they're getting locked up for all the things that happened, with Capitol. Why is he running? I just don't get it. Are we going to have that again, Jess? You know what I mean? He was in favor for her. Everybody knows that. He's going to say he wasn't.
Oh, my God. Okay, so I'm not allowed to talk about, what was it, January 6th or whatever?
Yeah.
My opinion was the moment they broke through those doors, the security guards should have been emptying their guns into the crowd. At least everyone who stepped through those doors.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Again, that's such a bad thing. If that happened at a bank, you'd be like, take them out, man. You just don't do that. I know that it looked peaceful. It looked like a kind of like we're protesting the fact that we want, even though the votes were already in pretty much, they're like, but Trump was so much holding on to it. I'm like, okay, you held on for so long, just let it go. You're a bad loser. He did that Apprentice show, and I'm like, don't be a bad loser, just walk away. When you say you're fired, that's what the country kind of said. They said, you're fired, just walk away. You would be like, security, please, can you take him away? If somebody said, no, I am the next Apprentice on your show, I just think he would be upset. That's all I'm going to say. But anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. We got more right after this. Stay tuned.
Tried shipping a package lately? It's amazing how difficult and time-consuming it can be. Packing envelopes, boxes, second-day ground, next-day air, it's all enough to give you a headache. Next time, do yourself a favor, go with the pros at the UPS store in Beaumont. They'll pack it right and let you know all your shipping options. You can also take care of everyday tasks like copies, faxing, notary services, and live scan fingerprinting. And while you're there, pay your Edison, gas company, and Verizon bills. Open extended hours Monday through Saturday. The UPS store in Beaumont, located in the Oak Valley Plaza at 1440 Beaumont Avenue. Call 951-769-5956. That's 951-769-5956. Online at the upsstorelocal.com/5027 or Google 5027.
When you want the best performance for your vehicle, think only of Scott's Headers and Mufflers in Beaumont, right off the I-10 and 60 freeways. Check out Scott's complete list of performance products on their website at hdrinfo.com. Scott's Headers and Mufflers can recommend ways for your car or truck to get better gas mileage and cut down on emissions. Need your car or truck to pass smog only? Go to Scott's Headers and Mufflers in Beaumont. Find out all of your questions on vehicle performance by logging on to hdrinfo.com. Scott's Headers and Mufflers in Beaumont, hdrinfo.com.
New teen driver in the family? Just bought your first home? Have a new bundle of joy? Every life change matters, and by reviewing your insurance policy with Little & Sons Insurance Services, you could be benefiting with big savings. Little & Sons Insurance Services, a family-owned insurance agency who values the old-fashioned way of doing business. They work for you, not an insurance company, meaning your best interests are at heart. They can custom tailor your policy based on specific needs at a price you can afford. Home, auto, or business, you're covered. Call 1-844-9-LITTLE. That's 1-844-9-LITTLE, or go online to little, the letter N, sons.com. That's littlensons.com.
Join Yvette Walker every Tuesday at 4 o'clock p.m. on KMET ABC News Radio, 1490 AM, FM 98.1, and Internet KMET TV for the Southern California Business Report. The show is dedicated to highlighting successful businesses and the individuals behind them. Yvette interviews the incredible people managing these enterprises that range from awe-inspiring sole proprietors to world-renowned organizations. The Southern California Business Report, Tuesdays at 4 o'clock p.m.
Hello, listeners. This is Christopher from The Christopher Show. Hey, if you missed one of our shows here at KMET, don't worry about it. You can go to our webpage, and that's KMET1490am.com. Go to the homepage, click on the SoundCloud tab, and hear any show anytime you want.
Well, this just came in, Jess, when I ask about the world. I'm like, wait, what? So yeah, this came. She's speaking out, and I always say, be careful. She could be a little like, yikes. Here she is. We're talking about now Kim Jong-un's sister, North Korea, is ready to act against the U.S. and South Korea. So there you go, Jess. What do you think now?
Yeah, no, I heard about that. She has a mean face. I'm not gonna say anything more to her because honestly, she kind of scares me.
You're like, if she were in the room, she's kind of like those episodes. If you see her, right? I'm not gonna lie, they have really good. Like, she's very put together on this picture. But I've seen some where she looks like she's ready just to like one of those like movies where she like if you give her a knife, she'll cut you.
Right? Am I okay? I thought I was the only one who felt that. Yeah, it looked like some of the pictures. They'll be like, talk to me wrong and I'll cut you.
Yeah, no, what? She will 100%, and she'll say, yeah, duh. She's like that girl. Remember Kill Bill? Remember the young girl with the little like hee and the little skirt? That's her. Like, she will cut you.
Okay. I can see that. I can see that.
Which is good for a brother, like a brother-sister duo. Like she'd be like, no, I got it. And he's like, no, don't worry, because she could get. I'm glad he has a daughter. I'm so glad because she needs to play auntie and not that. Anyway, this is the situation. This is what they're saying. Okay, this just came in, by the way. Yep. The influential sister of North Korea's leader warned that her country is ready to take quick, overwhelming action. Oh my God. So we got China, we got Korea, and everyone's saying, we're going to take this. Oh, they're saying the same thing. Against the United States and South, now they're saying South Korea. Okay, well, China's in the middle. Well, okay, they're not in the middle. South Korea's in the middle of China, so I can see them kind of invading from north and south. Wow. A day after the U.S. flew a nuclear-capable B-52 bomber in a demonstration of strength against the North. Oh, U.S. did that? I get that. Okay, you're kind of pushing like, yeah, you don't do that. Now they're all like, okay, we're gonna go against you. Okay, I get that. So Biden, you gotta do the right thing. You gotta stop doing that. The U.S. South Korea training on Monday. Oh, it was a train. We guys train all the time. Come on, Korea, seriously. Involving the B-52 bomber over the Korean peninsula was the latest in a series of drills between the allies in recent months. I get it. Okay, so China and Korea are saying we're gonna defend. And we're ready to go at you because how dare you be in our airspace? I get that. And or around us. I get that. But technically, Korea, you've been doing that over like we just talked about the missile that you hit. Seriously, lady, can you get your facts straight? Can you all get your facts straight? You guys have been sending more stuff out. Oh, I get it. You're like, oh, we don't want you to press in. I get that. I get it. But you're kind of doing that to Japan, Taiwan, like other areas that are kind of, there's a ban in China against certain religions. Jess, did you see that?
Yes, I actually know that. Yes.
Yeah. So any faith other than what they want, boom, bye. Yeah, it's bad. It's real bad. So yeah. So I don't know, Jess. I don't know what's gonna happen next. All I know is, be careful, be ready for it, and watch out. She did say this. I'm looking at this. Kim Yo-jong didn't describe any planned actions in her statement. Good. That's smart as a country. Still not in favor. Says North Korea has often test launched missiles in response to U.S. South Korean military drills because it views them as an invasion rehearsal. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. So there was a report that Japan was launching like but they had it explode like self-destruct, probably because they're like, no, not right now, because they're going to see it as a threat. So everybody's kind of like in kind of the Pacific Asia area, like, oh, their next level, like, whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, so you got to be careful the next few days, Jess. Anywhere for the next few days, for maybe a week until it dies out. Hopefully it's just rhetoric, like people sometimes think. But if there's an explosion, there's going to be like a problem in the Pacific and or the west of, yeah. So go east. Okay, that's all I'm going to say if there's a situation. But you know what? I don't know. Maybe there won't be a situation. We're just talking about possibilities. But there you go. Oscars are this Sunday. That's kind of cool, huh, Jess?
Oh, yes. I'm always willing to see who's going to win.
Do you think we should invite, like, the sister to the Oscars and just say, hey, as a piece of goodwill, why don't you, like, you know, come to the Oscars, be on the carpet, and just have fun? I know, like, you love film, right? We can all agree on film. Let's vote on film. Which film do you like? And then she'll be like, oh, I love that one with, what's her name? And, oh, they got, like, those things in their butt and stuff. I love that. That's so funny, right? Jess, what movie is that?
I have no idea. But I'm pretty sure if everyone just sat down, talked, and, like, I don't know, had some drinks and just, chit-chat, hopefully everything would work out.
Jess, the one that you're like, oh, I love that film. It's so funny.
So funny. Are you talking about Everything Everywhere All at Once?
There it is. There you go. You got it. I guarantee that's going to take a couple nods. And people are going to be like, oh, I can't wait to watch it. They're going to watch it and go, why did they vote for this? And why did they let this win? Because if you see it all the way to the end, I think some people fell asleep in the middle and they forgot the end. Or they just completely forgot the end. Because why would you have that at the Oscars, Jess? It is so, like, Seth Rogen is good. Did you see the new Seth Rogen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like, thing that he's releasing?
I did.
Do you want to see it or not really? You're like, I'm done with it.
I've seen the trailer. I've seen who's gonna. Would you like my personal opinion?
I'm afraid. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen that face before. I'm just gonna. Okay, go ahead. What's your personal opinion, Jess? Go ahead.
Okay, first off, it looks amazing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna love it. First off, have you seen the actors that are in this?
No.
So for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they actually look like teenagers, with braces and just they look goofy. They look young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and then they have what is it? Jackie Chan as Master Splinter.
Oh, he's Splinter now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm now excited for that. I saw his name very quick, but I'm like, maybe he did a stunt or something. I didn't know he was gonna be that guy. You know what I mean?
Yes. There are a lot of people in this. I don't know if it's a show or it's a movie. I think it's a show. Either way, it looks amazing.
Oh, it's a movie. Yeah.
So I'm excited for it. I'm not gonna lie, because at first I was like, I'm kind of iffy about it, but once I saw it and saw how it's gonna go, I was like, yes, I want it.
Yeah, well, I love that they took it back and they're like little kids. I love that. I would say they're more kids than teenager because of the way they sound. But I just love it because they just look fun. There's Raph, there's Donnie, and there's Mikey. Leo, not sure what's going on there, but yeah, they're fun. I can't wait to see it, and I think a lot of kids are going to be like, oh my god, because it's kind of in that same, kind of like the animated thing. It's a couple animations all put together, but it reminds me of the Spider-Verse, right? That type of animation, and I say that's a win for the kids, and they love it, and I think it's a good way to bring back. And I'm glad Seth is doing it. It's kind of like, I think he put himself in there like a forever kid, you know what I mean? So I can't wait to see it. It looks fun. I can't wait. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more right after this. Stay tuned.
Mattress Brothers Overstock Mattress Sale. Just $3.99 for a foam-encased queen pillow top set. $3.99. Check out Mattress Brothers $3.99 overstock sale. Mattress Brothers at 120 West Redlands Boulevard in Redlands. The $3.99 overstock sale is on now. $3.99 for a foam encased queen pillow top set. Mattress Brothers also has locations in Hemet, Riverside, and Palm Desert. The $3.99 queen pillow top sale on now.
The Fat Greek in Yucaipa, where you can get authentic, delicious, true Greek food. Authentic gyros, Greek salads, pitas, falafel, hamburgers, burritos, and oh yes, baklava. The Fat Greek has a large selection of wines, ice-cold domestic, and imported Greek beers. Come on down to the Fat Greek located on Yucaipa Boulevard in the city of Yucaipa. Open 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week. The Fat Greek has delivery, drive-through, sit-down, and a catering service. So bring in a family or give Nicholas and Christopher a call at 909-797-6018. Eat Greek, live long. Remember, if you want authentic Greek food, it's the Fat Greek in Yucaipa.
Get the up-to-the-minute forecasts and temperatures for Beaumont, Banning, Redlands, Palm Springs, your community, national or international cities on the KMET website, KMET1490am.com. The station now features AccuWeather. AccuWeather offers weekend and extended forecasts along with the latest radar map and current conditions. AccuWeather on KMET1490am.com. Log in every morning for your daily forecast.
That's right, we're back, and I'm not gonna lie, Jess. I was looking at the trailer, and I loved the turtles, but I think even they would have a problem with this. They'd be like, "What? No!" So this happened recently. I'm gonna just throw this up, and here's the headline: Florida gator tears through metal fence with alarming ease. If you look at the broadcast, if we're listening on the radio, you're gonna see this alligator, which actually goes through some metal bars, he's like the Hulk. I don't even know how to explain it, Jess.
Okay, yeah, you gave me a new fear. At first I was just like, okay, you know what? You put metal gates up to deter the gators. This gator was like, what? No, he went in there like the Kool-Aid man, and he came in there like a freaking wrecking ball.
Yeah.
I have no words. All I have to say is I would have to have a change of underwear. Wow, I was not even aware they could do something like that.
Neither did I. Here's what it says. A Florida weatherman shared a compelling image showing a massive alligator staring down a photographer on a golf course. What they do that? It says, Chief Meteorologist for Wink News said, "Welcome to Florida, home to Jurassic Park." On Friday, David shared the video footage posted below showing an enormous gator breaching a metal fence to access the other side. Was it already bent? It says here, he wrote on Facebook, "Check out this big guy bend the aluminum bars and plow right through it this week in Placida." He eventually got through, according to the viewer who shot the video only in Florida, is what they're saying. David stressed in the comment section, which contained more than 2,000 followers, that the bars were not as formidable as, say, wrought iron. Many were impressed with the ease with which the gator clawed through the barrier. Somebody said, "This can't be real. The alligator size was not provided, but for those who might wonder, the longest alligator recorded in Florida measures 14 feet, 3.5. Actually, they go bigger than that. Long story, kind of made simple. Yeah, they do that. When they want to get somewhere, they go. They're tough, man. They're a reason why they survived the dinosaurs. All right, people, we're going to make it a great day. Godzilla. Yikes! Oh, no.